Welcome back, everyone. The Gaming Collegian here with another episode of TGC Replay. And on today's show, I'm Dylan Ortuno, going to be your host, and we have our co-host, Willy and Wenzel, back again. So now on for our news on this show. So for the news today, we have a plethora of stories, a lot of cool stories. We're going to be talking about one of our old friends. If you are an old Microsoft user, he's coming back in a way you probably didn't think he'd come back. We're also going to be talking about some Nintendo movies potentially on the come up, a Nintendo movie you may or may have not already heard of, and some more news. So be sure to stick around. Got a lot of cool things to talk about. So going on to our old Microsoft friend, one of my fan favorites. I absolutely loved this guy when I was a kid. So Microsoft is bringing back Clippy in the form of Microsoft Team stickers. Now, y'all may remember, quite a while ago, like years, more than a decade ago, back in the day, you had your little office assistant, Clippy, where he could just hang out on your screen, or if you were using like a Microsoft product, like Word or whatever, Clippy could be there, give you a little bit of assistance. I loved Clippy, because as a kid, whenever I'd just be like, on Microsoft Word, typing up an assignment for an elementary school thing, more times than not, I'd be done before I actually needed to submit it. So I would just play around with Clippy, just drag him around the screen and watch him just like bounce back and forth and roll up in his little thing, his little notepad, that's what it is. But man, I'm so happy to see that Microsoft is acknowledging the fact that Clippy was a thing, and they're bringing him back. It's going to be in Microsoft Teams stickers. I don't use Microsoft Teams that much, or Microsoft, like really in general, much of their products, but and when I do start using it again, well, I can assure you, I'm going to have that sticker pack. What do you feel about Clippy, if you feel anything at all?
I wasn't around for when Clippy was a big thing. I guess I was a little bit past that generation. So I didn't really get to experience it like you got to. So, I'm excited to get a little bit of history from it, excited to see, experience for myself a little bit about Clippy, because you're hyping it up quite a bit. I'm excited now. I'll definitely be playing it around when I'm in my counseling or advising sessions, just playing around with Clippy while my advisor's talking. But so many opportunities to explore the past and explore what we can do with this thing.
Of course, students, be sure to let your USC advisors know that Clippy is back, and spam the living Dylan out of Clippy whenever you are having a serious advising appointment. Do it in my name, okay? They'll understand, of course. I mean, come on, they have to know. Anyways, on to our next topic. Nintendo planning on having more movies, for their characters. So, in case you guys didn't know, they were teaming up with Illumination, the people that made Despicable Me, to make a Mario movie with an absolute all-star cast of characters. You guys can feel free to look that up on the side. But what this is about is they were talking with a Japanese analyst, and pretty much Nintendo was telling them like, hey, the Mario movie's going pretty well. Right now we're just making sure things look nice, but we're pretty satisfied with it. And we're potentially looking into making more movies. So that raises the question, and the question I have for Will, really, what are some characters you'd love to see in future not Mario movies, but Nintendo movies?
Yeah, absolutely. So looking at this photo, my eyes were immediately drawn to Cloud. I would love a Cloud movie. Cloud's my main personally, and Cloud's an absolutely amazing character in this game, and I'd really love to see that. Also, a King K. Rool. A King K. Rool could be interesting. I feel like him with being like a king of sorts could be quite interesting. So those two dynamics, they're mains of mine in the game, and I think it could be really cool to see him in a movie as well.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you might just be seeing King K. Rool in a movie, because they did say that they were looking into a Donkey Kong movie, and we all do know King K. Rool is Donkey Kong, or one of Donkey Kong's main enemies.
That would be awesome.
At one point in time, Mario was his main enemy too. But yeah, maybe there's potential. And as for King K. Rool, there were some rumors about Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong. So, it'd be cool to see who the King K. Rool to his Donkey Kong would be. But yeah, it's just a cool little thing right there. But now on to our first little bit of the show. We are going back to Will for his What the Pro's Doing. So, take it away, and we'll see you guys in just a sec.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, back with what the pro's doing. We're back here. We're doing a little bit of a different format this time. We've got a YouTube video that I came across the other day, and I really saw it, and I was like, you know what? I need to let those boys know what's up. Those boys and girls, if you're a girl out there, you playing, you already know. But we got a new game out here. Or not new game, League of Legends, the same game. But we got Nice out here. Nice is a YouTuber that's really big into the coaching game. He's someone that I've been following a lot, and he gives a lot of great tips. And this specific group of tips is for jungling. So if you're a jungler out there, I know I am, that's my main. You'll really enjoy this. So first of all, Nice talks a little bit about clearing paths and a little bit about how to clear efficiently. And this chart right here is very important that you almost memorize whenever you're a jungling player, because as he explained, you get that hourglass on the screen, that golden hourglass whenever things are about to respawn, but at that time you're playing League of Legends reactively instead of proactively. So memorizing these respawn patterns, memorizing the experience and the gold you can get can optimize your clear to where you're getting the right camps for what you're trying to do, making sure that you're clearing correctly and getting the most value and bang for your buck for particular instances. Now, another thing as far as clearing goes, I wanted to bring up the map real quick and talk a little bit about some different ideas. So whenever you're playing jungle, you want to make sure that your camps from down in the bot side all the way up to the top side, you want to make sure that these different camps are respawning linearly. So what that means is that whenever you kill this camp down here, right? This camp, its respawn timer starts as soon as you kill it. So then if you go and you kill this camp right here, right after, you can see that this camp is going to now respawn before this camp does. And what that means is that whenever you go and you try and reset your clear, you're always going to be starting from the bot side going to top side. And if you're trying to clear linearly, because clearing linearly allows you to get the most clear and get and clear most efficiently. So what he suggests doing is he suggests clearing in a 3-stage process. So first you're going to clear, and then you're going to go and you're going to look for a neutral objective, whether or not that's Dragon in particular instances, whether or not that's Scuttle in particular instances, or maybe it's Herald. You look for that neutral objective, reset your spawn of your camp to where the camps are now respawned at the same time. Look for a gank if you can to give more chance for those to respawn, and then you can go back and clear. Say for instance you start at bot side, now your top side is respawned because you took those neutral objectives, and you can clear towards bottom side. So that's a quick tip that he gave us. Another quick tip that he gave us in his video was the idea of champ pool. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there want to play all the champions that you can get your hands on, but whenever you're really trying to get good at the game, it's best to optimize yourself to playing 3 champions, right? Learn the ins and their outs, learn their limits, learn how to play them, learn exactly what to do, and then go from there. And now that you know how to play them, now that you know how to clear with them, if you're playing in the jungle, you can take that and you can actually play efficiently. You can out CS that opponent. You can out maneuver that opponent just because you know that champion from front to back. So minimize that gap that you have. Also, one of the final tips he gave involved camera control. And I actually wanted to pull open this one clip that he had right here. So this is actually Faker. If it'll load. All right, this is actually Faker's camera control, and I know you're not trying to go pro, so it's not gonna look totally like this, but oh, of course we get an ad, your favorite ad right here, Porofester, or is this Porofester? Oh no, Overwolf, another good one. You can download that app if you got it, but we look here, we can see him switching off from tab to tab, and you can see him using those F keys. So if you press the F1, F2, F3 key, it actually quickly adjusts to the different positions on the map. So you can use those keys. And also you want to start playing on unlock screen. I know it's a pain. Personally, I'm a lock screen kind of guy, but I'm trying to learn that unlock screen. I'm trying to learn how to get good at that. And the mixture between playing on unlock screen and using those F keys will make sure that you have complete vision over the map, especially as a jungler. That's very important. So with all in all, those are some of the tips that he gave within this video. If you want to get a look at it for yourself, it's Nice on YouTube. He's got a ton of other good content that you really should be looking into if you're trying to get better at League. But that's this one video, and I'll see you guys next time. See you back in the room, Dylan.
All right, thank you very much, Will, for your fantastic little tips right there. Be sure to take out those tips into your next gaming experience. So back on to the news. We have some pretty cool news, pretty interesting news, I find. I'm a little surprised by this. But New World losing over 500,000 players already from when it launched. So basically, to give you a little sum down of what this article was saying, when it launched, it did have like roughly 900K concurrent players. And it lost like 500K of those, using data from this past weekend. And that's just like, it's kind of crazy because when it came out, it still looks like a beautiful game. It still looks, pretty fun and everything. I think it's a classic case of games just having like all of that early hype where a lot of people are going to be playing the game early on. Maybe they don't stick around. Some of the things discussed in this article were about like how maybe it's just like it's not really much player development, or maybe the grinding aspect is getting to people, maybe the bugs. So we could very well see that number surge back up once those things are worked on and fixed by Amazon. But until then, it's just crazy because just a month ago, if you told someone this, maybe they would kind of laugh it off, be like, no, it's a fantastic game, it's a new thing. But now we're a month in the road and you're like, wow, okay, it's not dying out by any means. Having like 300, 400K players is still a fantastic player base, but it's not nearly as, I guess, as huge as maybe people were thinking it was going to stay at. So, what are you thinking about this?
Maybe it's an advertising thing because me personally, I don't know if I've ever played New World. Is that what franchise is that?
Amazon just made, it's Amazon's first like big game. It's an MMORPG.
You see, maybe that's the problem then, because I feel like a lot of players just haven't heard of it. I've personally never heard of it, and I mean I've been big into the scene for a while now. So maybe it's just struggling and getting those new players in there, getting those new players adapted to it. But it definitely does look, from what I have seen from it, to be quite an interesting game. I don't really know. I guess, like you said, it probably is just something simple that is making them die out. But I really wish, it looks cool. It looks like a great game. I really wish it wouldn't die out because there are those people that want that new MMORPG, that want that new something. So.
Yeah, no, for sure. I remember a friend of mine who ended up purchasing this game, purchased it for exactly that reason. He was like, hey, I want something new to grind.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard him talk about this game that much, so I was like kind of thinking to myself, hey, maybe he's not playing it anymore. And I think that's kind of funny because look, that's kind of what's going on right here. So definitely. What do you know? But speaking of new games, granted, this game that we're going to be talking about next isn't coming out for a while. It'll be coming around February, well, if things go well, coming around February of next year, so 2022. Elden Ring. So this is a game, Dark Souls, things like that. In that area, in that series, they released a gameplay overview just a little bit ago. You can see right there, November 4th. So that was yesterday. And the game, it looks beautiful. I mean, it's supposed to look beautiful. Most of the games like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, they have looked pretty good for their times. This game looks pretty beautiful, and it looks just as difficult as the other ones. So, we're just gonna take a little peek at it, and we're just gonna, talk about what we see and what we like, what we see. So put this on theater mode. But so I've actually never played the game, like any of the Dark Souls games myself. But the game looks really beautiful. Like I love RPGs. I'm a big fan of them. So I'm looking forward to this. Granted, I have heard that particular series is very notorious for its difficulty. But just looking at this already, I mean, of course, the resolution we're looking at it may not do it justice, but it looks like a beautiful game. It looks huge, huge, huge. Let's take a look at the map real quick. So you can see the map right here. It looks just like so big. I mean, it just looks like there's a whole plethora of things to just explore and look at. And you can see all the markers you can use for different kinds of things. Now we're going to skip ahead just a little bit to show what one of the upcoming boss fights is going to look like, or one of the big boys at least. So you got right there. Again, here's a multiplayer game, so you can be playing with your friends. But yeah, it looks like it's definitely keeping the trend of having difficult looking bosses. Of course, going to have to wait to play the game. But just in like this fight alone, you can see like the wide amount of abilities not only the bosses have, but also the players themselves. So that aside, so yeah, you can see that one's pretty cool, the little dragon head right there, and then you got the lightning. But yeah, what are you thinking about this game so far? Just looking at
I'm not gonna lie, that looks so cool. Like I was watching that fight kind of with my jaw dropped. That was absolutely amazing. Some of those abilities. I'm really a person that likes a little bit of diversity in my gameplay. So being able to go from like that basic, like maybe you want to go fire one time and then all of a sudden you transition to striking your foe down with some lightning.
Yeah.
Like, you know, no matter what, you're gonna look pretty dope doing it. And those fights look awesome. I'm also never played a Dark Souls game, so maybe this will be my intro into it. Depending on how it releases, who's playing it, maybe I end up buying the game and trying out Dark Souls as well. But we'll definitely see here. Definitely looks like a good cop. Definitely looks like something that I'm definitely interested in with all the abilities and diversity of gameplay. And as you said, the map's big, so there's a lot to explore. There's a lot to do, and could definitely be an interesting upcoming game.
Yeah, I know. I'm really looking forward to it. Like Will was saying, it was just so cool that in a matter of like the 30 seconds we probably saw like 5 different abilities.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Different styles of fighting. So that's just super cool. Can't wait for it. Now on to our next little bit. This time we have a new bit from our friend Henry back in the scene. He's going to be giving y'all the tech deal of the week. So now let's pass it on to Henry, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Hey guys, it's Henry here with the Tech Deal of the Week, the segment where I get to bring you guys cool tech that won't break your wallet. So today we've got something a little bit spicy. We've got an RGB corner lamp. So this is a tube lamp that sits vertically. This lamp would make a great addition to your room or dorm. It stands around 5 feet tall and is meant to sit in a corner. However, you can remove the stand at the bottom, you can see it right there, and you can set it up wherever you like. So what I like about this lamp is that a lot of other RGB lamps, they typically cost upwards of $75, $80 to $100 or more. And this one costs only $49. So at right under $50, this makes a really good steal. Definitely something that you guys should pick up. It's got 13 different animated modes. That means like rainbow and wave, and it can even react to the sound of your own voice, which is absolutely amazing at this price point. It can display up to 16 million different RGB colors, and you can even sync it up to your phone music. So that means you can connect it with like smart devices, which is absolutely amazing. This is also super portable. You can easily disconnect this. It's got 3 different parts. You can carry this around wherever you want. Definitely a highly recommend. Thanks for watching today's segment. Back to you, Dylan, in the studio.
All right, welcome back everyone, and thank you Henry for the tech deal of the week. If you are a college student balling on a budget, I hope that segment was very useful for y'all. You know, hey, you always got to keep your eye out for the good deals. Make sure you keep everything nice and in tune as efficiently as you can. Now, on to our next little topic. Something that I thought was pretty interesting, because I remember hearing about this like a while ago, and then seeing the news article come out of Netflix gaming service now in the US. So like a little bit ago, I remember just hearing about it coming out. Apparently it went to Poland first, and then it went to a few other European countries afterwards. So it's just now coming over to the US. It's only going to be available on tablets and on Android. They're looking to get it into iOS very soon. But what I'm going to say is like, it's not really appealing to me. So the reason being is because you can't really play with a controller. Like you can't like plug in or hook up a controller with Bluetooth or whatever. You actually play the games with touch controls. And you can kind of see like some of the games just from this like little thumbnail we have here, courtesy of IGN. It kind of gives me the vibes of like an Apple Arcade, except this is streaming. It's not like real games. Like you're not here streaming Forza to yourself. You're streaming what could easily just be on a phone's app store, just on Netflix. And I don't know, that's just my take on it. I'm not particularly impressed, but it is coming to the US, so if you're big into mobile gaming, for sure check it out. But just off of the little bits that I've kind of handed to you and what you're looking at right here, what are you thinking about this?
So is this a paid service?
Yeah, you'd have to subscribe.
You see, whenever it comes to mobile gaming, a lot of times I look for the games that are free that I could entertain myself with. I mean, if there are those games that that would correspond well with the mobile game that we've never really seen before, that could be really, really cool. But I just don't really see that much of like opportunity for this to actually expand, given that it is that touchscreen gameplay, it is that paid service. It's very, very niche, very, very specific. And I kind of agree with you. I don't really know how well like some of these games are going to interact on like a touch system. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know if I'll personally pick it up whenever it comes out just to its nature, but we'll definitely have to keep an eye on it as it continues to grow.
Yeah, no, for sure. If I still had an Android phone, I probably would have picked it up just to, get an experience for how it feels like. But I'm not really dying to pick this up when it comes out for iOS. But hey, Netflix is trying to branch out into gaming. We saw Amazon, just a few moments ago with New World and everything, and they're trying to go from there. So it's cool. You do see a lot of other companies going into gaming nowadays, so
it is a big industry. It's interesting to see how these different companies are entering it in different ways and trying to get their share. Like we saw last episode, you see those big people making a lot of money off of random things, just gaming-wise. So they're trying to get in with their own spice, the little added flavor. But I don't know if this is it. I don't think this is the right flavor. I think they made the wrong dish. But
no, yeah, I definitely agree. This is not a dish I'm going to be eating for sure. Yeah. And be leaving it on the side. But hey, someone's gonna like it.
There you go.
Someone likes everything. Speaking of Netflix and gaming, though, one of probably the biggest events in gaming going on for this upcoming weekend is the release of Arcane. So there are plenty of things that are going to be going on of Arcane's release. This is just one of the things that I just wanted to have showing us. So this is one of the things that Arcane will be doing, or Riot Games will be doing when it shows off Arcane. They'll be using Twitch to show the premiere of the Arcane show. You can also watch it on Netflix if you want to just, binge watch it or premiere it there. But the cool thing about this is it doesn't just stop there. It doesn't just stop at Twitch, which is already a first, streaming it on Twitch as a premiere following the Worlds showcase tomorrow, which, by the way, check it out. DWG for the win, hopefully. Keep my pick'ems perfect. But, yeah, well, that's a whole other story for another day. But there's this going on. All of the Riot Games video games are having events, so that means Legends of Runeterra, I don't know why I started with that one, Wild Rift, Valorant, League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics, and it doesn't just stop there, which is the crazy part. They are having collaborations with PUBG, where they're bringing in some characters there, and they're having collaborations with Fortnite, where you can play as Jinx in Fortnite. I never thought the day would come where I could be dropping into the, what is it called? The map, the battle map, whatever it's called in Fortnite. Dropping from the battle bus, yeah, dropping on to the island with Jinx from anyone from League of Legends, not just Jinx, but like, oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to the events and all the things to pick up. What do you think of this, like this huge marketing scheme that Riot Games is doing to promote Arcane? Honestly, it's pretty big. It's not only just Riot for this. It's honestly a big play by Epic too. For a long time, I've been on strike. I haven't wanted to download Fortnite. I thought they completely ruined the game, and I just absolutely hated it. But with all my friends playing it, and now I could be playing against, I probably wouldn't pay for this game, but I could be shooting up some Jinx, like, yeah. I mean, with that being an opportunity, I don't know if I can resist anymore. I might have to reinstall, allocate that disk space just to play that game again. So like I'm saying, it's not really just Riot at this point. It's a big thing for all of tech, all of the industry, including Fortnite, including Epic, including Riot, including Valorant, or whatever else they do, Yeah, for sure. I mean, I might be shelling out a little bit of pocket change to get that Jinx skin. I play my fair share of Fortnite. Come on, what I would do to get a Victory Royale and do Orange Justice and Jinx's skin, be crazy, absolutely clownery. But anyways, that is super huge. Be sure to tune into all of Riot's broadcasts tomorrow on Twitch for Riot Games if you want to partake any of these things. Again, like I was saying, as long as your Twitch account at least is linked up to your Riot Games account, you will get rewards just for watching as well, in addition to all the events they're going to be having in all their games. So that's super cool. Check it out if you're interested. or just watch the show if you want to. If you have Netflix, hey, why not? I'm kind of interested to see how the show's going to come out.
I'm definitely going to be watching the show.
Yeah.
I think it could be very interesting. I've never really thought of that idea of creating a show based on a video game before. So all these new film ideas coming from video games, all these new concepts, all these new TV shows is really, really exciting. Like a whole new way for video games. So excited to see how it turns out.
Yeah, no, honestly, super cool for sure. And we've got our last 2 bits coming up. So on for our next bit, which really we can kind of just stay right here for this. It's just what are you playing right now? It's the little bit where we get to talk about what we're playing for this week. And I promise you I'll give you guys a different answer than I did last time. I'm not still just playing Hot Wheels, though I am still playing it, but that's, come on. But anyways, you get the idea, Will.
Yeah.
So, what are you playing right now, Will? What's going on?
Man, I have been grinding League like I'm always doing. That's my go-to game. That's what I'm playing. I'm trying to get better, starting new strategies, new ideas. I'm learning more myself from this, what the pro's doing, and taking some of my own tips into my own gameplay.
Okay.
Like you saw today, I'm taking a lot of what I learned from there and transferring it into my own gameplay as well. So I'm just trying to grind that out, get better, get a little bit higher rank, and see what I can do with that. How about you?
Well, I've been playing a little bit of League, but that'd be in the same topic. But a game I've been playing, man, I'm so glad I bought this when it was on sale way back when. I'm playing Bloons Tower
I've been
Defense
seeing
6.
you on Discord, yeah.
Oh my gosh, buddy, let me tell you, my friend and I, we've just been grinding out map after map, trying to get like every single badge. So we're trying to like do a completion run of Bloons of all games. But holy smokes, it's a fun game to just kind of like sit back and turn off your brain for a little bit, but especially on the more difficult maps. It is pretty cool it's satisfying when you're on a map that you struggle on for maybe 5 tries, and then you finally get it down and you get it down just to last for so long. And by the way, I made it to round 211 the other day.
Oh wow.
After we played Bloons,
Okay.
that's pretty far. The only reason why we stopped is because my friend and I got tired, so we just sacrificed everything.
No.
And to say the least, going for the Sun God Temple, if you don't have the maxed out one, is not the move. So don't do that. Don't sacrifice your towers if you are working super well. But anyways, that's what I've been playing a ton.
Played that game a few times. Definitely a move to get away from homework a bit, get a little bit away from whatever you're doing. Play some Bloons Tower Defense. Definitely nice.
No.
Stress reliever.
For sure. Be on the lookout if it's on sale. I got it for $1 this past summer, I want to say. Maybe last summer. Could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But it's normally $10, so I mean, I wouldn't say it's a $10 game. I mean, it depends. I put in enough time that it probably would be worth for me by $10. But for $1, when you find it on sale for that, go for it for sure. That's what we're playing for this week. So now on to our question of the week with the gamers on Greene. Jonah is going to be presenting our question of the week. So let's go on the field with Jonah and see what he's going to be asking all the gamers on Greene.
Thanks, Dylan. Today on Gamers on Greene, we're going to be asking people what is their favorite mobile video game. Today we are here with
Emma thought.
Today we are here with
Kyle.
Today we are here with
I'm Jonathan Darden.
Jonathan. What is your favorite mobile video game?
Ooh,
It's a hard one, I know.
probably like Clash Royale or something.
Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay, I was hoping we'd get that answer.
I don't play video games.
Or just mobile application.
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Bloons Tower Defense 6.
Hey, okay. What really stands out about that game to you?
It's good for all levels of players, man.
True.
If you want to spend 7 hours straight on it, sweating, you can. If you want to
True.
play for 20 minutes, you can.
Raid Shadows Legends.
Hey, my man. Okay. Where'd you hear that from? How'd you find out about that game? YouTube, yes. All those lovely ads that we're accustomed to. What's your favorite character in that game? I've never played it, so I don't.
Can we restart? When I was a lot younger, I used to play Clash Royale and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. We can work with that. What is your favorite card in Clash Royale?
The Bandit.
Yes, okay, that's what I'm saying. I have him leveled up the most. So what level are you in Clash Royale? How many approximately trophies do you have?
I got 5,050-ish.
Okay. What is your favorite monkey in that game?
Darling Gunner.
Hey,
Yeah.
okay. Have you beat all the levels or how far have you gotten?
there's like different like difficulty levels.
Right.
I've gone very far overall, but not all the way.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Today we are here with. Okay, he does not like that. What's his name?
His name's Crosby.
Crosby. We're here with Crosby. Crosby, what is your favorite mobile video game? Me too, man. Honestly, I really like that one. Okay, thank you so much, Crosby. Back to you, Dylan.
Thank you so much, Jonah, and thank you to everyone who participated on Gamers on Greene. We're always glad to have these fantastic responses, and shout out to Josh, our cameraman for Jonah. We know he doesn't get as much love as he should get, but hey, give him a little bit of love. He's the man that's making the magic happen with Jonah as well. But thank you guys so much for being here for this episode of TGC Replay. We hope to catch you guys next time for next week's show. And if you like the content, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content like this, as well as some other shows as well. And leave a comment if you want us to do another bit or talk about something a little more, or just change something up. We are always reading our comments section. Thank you for the love in the last comment section. Very cool. But yeah, I'm Dylan, this is Will, and we will catch you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.